Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks so much for being here. I'm here for the lovely Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. We're going to talk about the week of August 17th to the 23rd. We'll use tarot cards, oracle cards. I'll share channeled messages if I receive some, which I generally do. We will see how we can stay high vibing for the week, see if there's anything we need to let go of, release. I'll pull oracle cards with angel numbers, animal cards, as well as crystal cards. So let's see. If any of that sounds good, you're in the right place. Companion with card 40. A discerning friend. So a relationship could be on your mind. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could pertain to any area of your life, actually. It doesn't have to just be love. It could be about your career, personal empowerment, etc. We have reciprocity, card 3. So maybe that has to do with a partnership as well. Giving help, receiving help. Could be learning something new as well. Could be getting help regarding making a dream or a wish come true. I am feeling that. I'm getting the name Devin as well, clairaudiently. What else do we have? Do only take what resonates. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. All right. Anything? Just saw a strawberry. So that could mean something for some of you. Strawberry. We have butterfly here with intuition. Listen to your inner voice. Card 6. I am getting this message too about something might not be as bad as it seems. Okay, so just file that away maybe for the week ahead. We do have Virgo season starting this week on the 23rd, and Virgos are all about service, health, work, perfection, details, productivity, routines. Those are all things that come to mind when I think of Virgo. And some of you may be on that cusp. This week I was getting about something about choosing introspection over eruption. That's what I heard clairaudiently when I meditated. So introspection over eruption. So maybe getting grounded, letting something settle, easing into any sort of changes or new routines, getting all the information too. I'm getting that. And then we have cleanse, card 30. So clear your space for positive energy. Make room for something to grow, I'm feeling too. That could be part of this cleansing. And it could be, literal or figuratively. All right. So let's get a tarot token for the week ahead. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Creating your own luck. Maybe this can have to do with karma, success, destiny in some way. Something could feel destined. You could have felt like you're coming from a time period where there hasn't been the best luck necessarily, and you could see that luck changing based on things you're doing. Changes you're willing to make. All right, we now have the Cheeky Tarot by Daniela Sanino of White Fly Tarot. Here we go. Week ahead for Libra. Getting something here about staying ahead of your assets. So knowing, where your resources are going. Very, very key this week. What do we have here, please, for Libra? Hanged Man. Enlightenment for some. Change in perspective, getting that clarity you need. There's been some sort of delay or indecision. Possibly that's clearing out now, right? You're letting go, surrendering here. There could be just accepting something in some way. Some of you are opening up to new ideas about how something could be. Maybe it's tied to your pentacles in some way. This is getting the work done. This is mastering your craft, setting high standards, and being diligent here, Libra. Tuning into your passion, too. Tapping in, right? They're literally tapping on here. So, and I feel, too, it's about sharing the workload because that is clarifying the giving and receiving help. What else do we have, please, for Libra? Clarifying listening to your inner voice, intuition. With regard to, there it is. She's tapping in, tuning into her inner vision, or her inner intuition, I should say. Listening to that inner voice, right? So you have 88 here. That is a sign of enlightenment. Enlightenment is all over this reading this week. All over it, okay? Because, I mean, that's what the hangman is, right? Enlightenment. So, yeah, enlightenment, an enlightened pathway in some way. Something becomes very, very clear to you this week. What else do we have? Clarifying cleanse, Page of Swords, information, okay? So there has been hesitation here with regard to what you should be making room for, what exactly you should be doing, the direction you should be going. And now I feel like you're going to be very informed. You're going to have that mental clarity. You got curious. Maybe you're dipping your toe in something here, it looks like. Getting that clarity. Let's get clarity on the hangman, please. Clarifying the hangman. What do we have? Libra, a week ahead. Okay, I have got, so there's something here about, you know, like long-term, how you're going to make something happen. It feels like you could be getting advice from someone who has been a good support for you. You're getting some kind of support as far as, it's almost like you're getting notified about something. I do feel that. And you could be finding out too, like what you're really good at. There seems to be something there. So maybe you need to ask your friends what they think you're really good at, because some of you may not realize your strengths. Let's clarify that Five of Pentacles again. King of Pentacles. We go from the 5 to the King of Pentacles. This is wonderful. This is like maybe you didn't quite know what to invest in, and then you realize, because you may have had multiple choices here, at least 2. And so it feels like you know what changes to make in your environment, you're sure what to invest in, and you are, you've learned, basically. You've learned how to have more, because at times you've had not much at all. And so it feels like you learn how to make more out of less or something. Or maybe that's something you're doing now. Like you're learning how to just invest more wisely in yourself, in those around you, in circumstances, removing yourself when it's not fitting. Wow. The King of Wands here. Reciprocity. King of Wands, this is very passionate energy. This could be someone coming into your energy right now, someone who's a bold leader, someone who's very inspirational and courageous, someone who appears to have it all. Or maybe people are viewing you that way. This is someone who is an entrepreneur because they've done the work and they remember what it's like to not have, you know, they're choosing not to go that route. They're not going to be stopped. They've already been through it and they've made their own luck and success, it looks like here with that Wheel of Fortune, because that's what they're looking at right now. They realize like it's in their hands. So having that authority over one's destiny. What else? Clarifying the King of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Has it been stress-free? No. Have you had to set boundaries, or will you? Absolutely. You're going to maybe need to stand your ground, but this is about being persistent. Being persistent. Sometimes it can be stressful to have an opportunity come in. So I am picking up on that too. What else this week? Under intuition and 8 of Swords. Let's get 2 clarifiers, please. This one, 2 of Swords. Did I say it was like, okay. So you have 8 of Swords and now you have the 2 of Swords. Often they will come out together. There's something here too about needing to like look on the bright side of something, that there was a silver lining, so to speak. So realizing that that actually was part of all of this. So finding that, and then we have the Magician here. So being able to bring something into existence, using your talents, creating here. This is about your willpower, manifesting what it is you desire, really bringing it in. And it's because you've had that time where I get a lot of you, like you really had to kind of turn your back on a certain scenario or situation, or just the world in general, in order to really be able to focus on what it is you want to change and you want to bring in. A lot of you focusing on your resources here, having the resources now maybe. For under cleanse, Page of Swords, we have, clarifying that, we have 7 of Cups. So this is making sure that you're clear on, if there's been a lack of clarity, it could be there have been like too many options, or it could be that you're not really able to kind of sift through. The advice here, it's looking like kind of going with the heart, but also being logical about something, but not all one or the other. It's having to have that sort of balanced approach here. The Seven of Cups, it could be too, where you're coming out of a period of feeling disillusioned in some way, or feeling like something was wishful thinking. It's like maybe you're realizing something is actually a wish come true. You have a Six of Wands, like I said, a wish come true. This is success. This is public recognition. This is victory. It's good news. It's like getting the prize finally, So some sort of victory here for sure. Could have to do with your leadership. It could have to do with a new beginning in some way too. Much more abundant time. Okay, let's see if there's anything we need to release. What are we surrendering to this week? Anything at all? How do we get to that victory? Oh, we have surrender to your fear of change and surrender to creativity. There are multiple ways to get where you want to go. Think about the knights in tarot and how they get to where they want to go. We need all 4 knights, right? There are multiple ways, different types of energy. The universe is reminding you you're cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or your relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. So let's have faith that all is well. Surrender to creativity. This is about letting your imagination soar. That's what the magician would do, right? So stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. How do we stay high vibing in the week ahead? How do we stay high vibing? A little bit of schoolhouse homework. Getting the number 13 in here too. Maybe that's a number that's lucky for you, or an important date. Whoa. So the 2 that are upright are positive change and ask yourself. Okay, so positive change and ask yourself. So we just had positive change recently. The opposite of an intuitive thought is a self-critical one. So whenever you put yourself down or think I'm not good enough, reframe the statement. For example, turn I'm not good enough into what if I was good enough? Or turn I'm not very smart into I'm doing my best. Or kindness is my strength. So what are some other positive statements you can think of to reframe a self-critical thought? Goodness. And then ask yourself. So this is similar to this one. Get curious and ask yourself these questions. What does it feel like when I feel good in my body? What does joy feel like to me? What would it feel like if I were able to receive joy and love? What would it feel like in my body if I were a high vibrational being? Maybe you already are. Get curious, ask questions, and then notice how your body changes. So it's all about making that change here. All right. Some of you are changing your diet too, I'm feeling, or that you recently changed your look as well. Let's get some crystal cards for the lovely Libra collective. Again, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's get a card for each placement. So, and if you're, just not sure, you can listen to all of these. But so for Libra Sun, let's get a card for Libra Sun. Or you could find that all 4 of these that I'm going to pull are going to resonate for you. So Libra Sun. Golden Healer Quartz. Open the door. Open the door with Golden Healer Quartz for Libra Sun. Libra Moon. You get 2, apparently. Libra Moon. Rhodonite. Find a way to forgive. You'll be freeing yourself if you do that. And for Libra Moon, ignite your passion with garnet. For Libra Rising, I just clairaudiently heard someone say, do North Node too. All right, we'll do that. And MC. Okay. All right. So we did Libra Sun, Moon. Let's do Rising, otherwise known as Ascendant. Libra Rising. Your message is aventurine, create your own luck. Libra Rising. And now Libra Venus. Loosen your grip, Amazonite. Libra North Node. Clear quartz, get crystal clear where you want to go. And your North Node has to do with like where you're heading, right? And Libra MC. Whoa. MC. Citrine, bring in the light. Alrighty. That is what we have for the crystals. Let's get some messages from our future higher self now for the collective. Libra, all placements of Libra. Cross watchers, of course, are always welcome. And you know how to show support. Like, hype, subscribe, leave a comment, share, all that. All right. There's nothing outside of you that can fulfill you. Happiness comes from the inside, right? What else? Learn how to honor and treat your body well. Okay, so big focus on that this week, taking care of your body. And we have, it will all make sense to you soon. Okay, and now we're going to move on to some Faith Over Feelings cards. Faith Over Feelings messages for the week ahead. Actually, I want to bring tarot into the mix for this. Okay, Faith. So more tarot cards now, please. Tell us. So with the Hermit. So the Hermit, now I'm going to get a Faith Over Feelings. It's almost like an answer to the Hermit. So when you think about Hermit, it's like inner guidance, going within, searching for truth, right? It could be isolation in some way. I was hearing insulation, though, like protecting yourself from outside influences. Let's get an answer to that. You're being presented with a choice, evolve or remain. So some of you need to reflect on that. That's what that part of that Hermit reflection is all about. Do you want to evolve or do you want to remain? All right, what else do we have? Ten of Pentacles. So this can have to do with your long-term success, long-term legacy, abundance. Can have to do with family stuff, traditions, success in general. The answer here we have, the finish line is for the ego. The journey is for the soul. So again, it's kind of this, like there are many ways to get to somewhere. There are a lot of ways to reach a goal. And that's part of this week. You know, there could be this, it's time to move forward, right? And there are different ways. It's like, so kind of like I get like that, it's sort of like the story is still being written. And I've been getting that as a theme for us lately, Libra. So that brings me back to this. It will all make sense soon. So I think for a lot of you, you're going to have a huge week of clarity. Enlightenment came up. There's like major clarity coming in with this week ahead. Okay, so a big period of enlightenment, of figuring out like what it is you want, and being able to better kind of align yourself. I think you're going to find out this week like what you don't want. You're going to know more about that too as things evolve. Let's get another Faith Over Feelings. Oh, wow. Remember I just said your story is still being written. You have a butterfly here that says, through healing, your history becomes the story that sets you free. Wow. I love this deck. It's Faith Over Feelings by The Reckoning Co. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. Another one. As you release things not meant for you, you'll be brought new ones that better align with your magic. This is amazing. That's summarizing something I just said. Like you're going to figure out, you're going to realize what you don't want, right? And that's going to help you better align with what you do want. Okay. Let's get some galactic angel messages now for the lovely Libra collective. I'm hearing something about staying patient. Okay. So things are not how they appear. Your angels see things from a very different perspective. It's almost like you need to go through this step. You're needing to, it's like it has to be part of the journey for whatever reason. It may not make sense now, but again, it will all make sense soon. $66, sign of creativity. Life flows with love, abundance, and opportunity. Okay. Now, I would like to get a couple more of these Folia cards. Okay, what else do we have, please? Just maybe one more. Belief. So examine existing beliefs, card 8. That's something that's been coming up recently, okay? About really figuring out like where do our beliefs, for example, about money come from? Are they just inherited? Maybe that's part of this cleansing for you. If I could pick the card up. Actually, I'm having a really hard time picking these cards up, and I don't know what it is about this deck, but anyway, so maybe that's part of this, like clearing up your beliefs, clearing your thoughts, clearing it all out. One more of these. Whoa. So your next reading will be Wednesday, right? And then we have card 43, thoughts. Cultivate your ideas. So yeah, so cultivating your beliefs, your thoughts, clearing and clarifying your beliefs and your thoughts. Very important this week. All right, what do we have, please? I do kind of want to get at a divine direction card this week. Let's see what else we have. All right, what do we have? All right, this one, fertility. So with fertility, we have perfect time to start new projects, fall in love, change jobs, or give birth to a new abundant life. And manifestation, my goodness, that's powerful. You're manifesting rapidly. Your dreams and goals are becoming a reality. So stay focused. And inside the deck, you have all is well. All is well. No matter what's going on, Libra, overarching energy of the week, one of them is that all is well. Everything's unfolding exactly as it should be. That's part of this week. So find peace and wisdom by accepting what is. That's part of the Hanged Man, and that was your very first card. Is what it is. That'd be a good saying for the week. All right. Cat, withdraw, card 32, throat chakra. Let go of your need to control a situation. Again, part of that Hanged Man, surrendering. Retreat into your sacred space and allow a divinely orchestrated solution to unfold. And we get this one a lot lately. Armadillo, card 1. This is about energy protection. Earth Star Chakra, are you feeling sensitive to harsh energies? Remember to shield yourself. Ask your angels to guard and protect you and trust you are safe. That's what I have for you. You know how to show support. Check out your other readings. And thanks so much for being here. Have a great week, Libra.